Hi Capricorn, welcome to your February 2016 reading. I hope your new year's gotten off to a great start and I can't wait to see what's in store for you. This month we're going to continue with our channeled message at the beginning, which for me comes through automatic writing and meditation. And for every sign this month I wanted to see what the hidden or latent skill could be. And yours is the ability to put yourself in other people's points of view. And I'm a writer when I'm not doing this, so a point of view that you can write from is third person omniscient, where you're actually able to see, hear, feel, and experience things through multiple points of view. Very effective when you're a writer. Also very effective when you're just an average human living a life here. What you can start to do is, it's really group empathy that I'm encouraging you to activate this month. And when you see someone either doing you a favor or maybe perceived injustice, what you want to do is step back and think, how is this looking from their point of view? And when you start to adjust and realize that there are multiple points of view, many stories, many focal points leading into this one reality that we're looking at, it's no longer razor focus. You're actually going to see the world much more complicated, and that your point of view is one of many. And although sometimes that can feel a little frustrating, it can also be liberating because you realize, wow, it wasn't just about me, okay? So it helps you take things less personally and be a little bit more neutral, which is something that I learned through my yogic training. We really want to activate the neutral mind. So I want you to go higher, wider, and more neutral with your thinking this month. Let's take a look and see what your catalyst for the month is, what's going to help you achieve that omniscience, that neutrality that we're talking about. So for you, it's understanding your own self-worth without needing that self-worth being validated by other people. So basically it's confidence, it's independence, and really not seeking somebody else's approval all the time. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, because really at the end of the day, all of us want to know that we feel appreciated, that our point of view is understood, but really we just have an agreement between ourself and our soul and our higher self. So you don't need to focus so much on the noise that other people give you. So let me grab your deck for this month and let's see what information's coming through. So the first thing that I see is that structures in particular are going to be challenging for you. Corporate environments, sometimes even religious environments, friendship cliques that may seem a little bit constrictive. What you need to make sure this month is that this is why there's an independence that happens with this omniscience, with being able to see from multiple points of view. Not just subscribing to one point of view or feel like someone else is trying to push their will on you. What this is saying is that there's room for multiple interpretations, multiple sides to every story. Remember that. Okay, this is a good month, and I think this is going to particularly come in handy with relationships because this card was clarifying the Hierophant. So whenever you're in a relationship, or if you just started a new one, which some of you may have, I see here 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the bridge between them being the Knight of Cups. So a strong water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, may be playing a major role in your life, but this person almost feels like either a superior with the Hierophant, or a father figure, or someone that really does have like an imposing personality. So what's important for you is to realize your own worth, to shine, to not worry about the seniority or lack thereof. We see the baby in this card. Really knowing that you have what it takes to do whatever you want really in your own life, with or without approval. Money matters are looking decent for you this month, particularly around the second week. I would actually say the first of the month and also the second week of the month are looking very favorable for any sort of financial transactions, new jobs, also good for proposals, anything that you really want to start anew. And what I'm seeing as you enter into this month, you're also feeling more confident, more comfortable than you have in the past few months. You've been working hard to get where you're at. I can see that with the Seven of Wands. But one thing I want to encourage you to do is not to get too defensive. If you look at the Seven of Wands in the past, and then here in the environmental area, we have the Nine of Swords, there could be a tendency to sort of fall back into old habits. You'll notice that your crowning card is the Seven of Swords, and it's interesting. A lot of times when the 7 comes up, I see the 5, and the 5 is a nice transition, moving a little bit away from that. But with both of these, we're seeing here, and it's reversed. Perhaps you had to make a difficult decision, and it wasn't one where there was a clear winner or a clear happy ending. And really what's going to happen here in your hopes and fears, you may start to second guess that decision-making process. You see this guy looking over his shoulder, doubting, possibly also looking at what he's lost as far as friends or loved ones, because this is a difficult decision many of you have faced, and you may even feel a little bit isolated towards the end of the month. What I see with the Ace of Pentacles, however, is a lot of you have been forced to make decisions based on security, and you had to do what was best for your own safety, your own security, your own well-being. And you really did it out of that was it. There was no maliciousness to this decision. So for those of you that had to make a sacrifice or a compromise, know that you did the best that you could. As far as relationships go, this is the beginning of the month is more favorable for relationships, but what I am sensing is someone who acts far older and far more authoritative than their years would suggest. So if you are with sort of very, very, how should we say, emotionally charged water sign, just make sure that you are somehow getting something out of this relationship as well, because with the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords, I'm seeing a lot of work, a lot of emotional challenges that are sort of going hand in hand with that relationship. Your bigger opportunity this month really are, if it's in your sort of work and your financial sectors. I do see spiritual growth being a positive this month as well, and your overall health looks pretty good. The only thing that is going to probably pull at that physical health is your emotions are taxed towards the second and third week. So the Hermit is also saying this is a good time for you to take it easy when it comes to saying yes to every invitation, and it is a time to put some limits and really make sure that you're taking care of your own health, your own financial situation, because I see the money and the opportunity, but this is a time to sort of shine that light on your life. So, the holidays are over now. And we made it through retrograde. This is your period now. I would say over the next 3 months, you really want to be focusing on what you can bring into your life, what you're looking for. Remember, it's all about self-worth. So let's expand this forecast and take a look at the catalyst, not the catalyst card, but what's happening with your health. We just hit on that. Your catalyst is self-worth. For your health, let's see what you can do to bring about more mind, body, spirit balance. So the theme for you, there's a lot of swords going on here, a lot, is try to escape the duality of winning and losing, and knowing that there's a lot of shades in between. And what this is actually about is you reclaiming your power. This reminds me a lot of the King Arthur legend where you're sort of pulling the sword out of a rock. This is just in the ground here. But what I see here is follow your own heart's desire, follow the power that you have within yourself. And instead of looking at some object, listening to someone else, because to me swords indicate communication, this is really about you knowing who you are and not needing the validation, and letting go of whatever sort of sacrifice you feel like you had to make here. It's now about you letting go of that and realizing you're okay and probably better off for whatever that exchange of opportunity was. So there's always an opportunity cost Now you have to make peace with it. And look, you're sort of bookended here with really good cards here. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, showing me that you did what you needed for security and things are okay. There's going to be new friendship opportunities and new business opportunities as the month moves on. So allow those to come in and focus on what's left, not what you had to give up. Let's take a look at what's affecting your wealth and your financial sectors. I just mentioned forgiveness. I love it when the cards basically are balancing out what we just said here and validating it. So this is about forgiving yourself, and I think I pulled this for another sign this month too, but basically the resentment that you feel can actually block the abundance that really wants to come through. So forgive yourself, move on, know that it will be okay. Let's take a look now at what's affecting love and relationships for you over the course of this month. Okay, you got two cards. This deck likes to double up sometimes. So two things. One is showing me you're going to have to make a move when it comes to whatever type of relationship you have or want. So you have to be demonstrative. You have to demonstrate your love, your affection, and go out on a limb. Don't wait. This is not about some sort of a fairy tale. This is about you communicating and going after what you want. The other one is saying take a chance. Both of these are about being bold. So no wallflower this month. You need to get out there. You need to let somebody know you're interested, or you need to let someone know that you appreciate them if you're still with them, and then you're going to get something back from that. A lot of times we see all these Hollywood romances and expect someone standing outside with a record player or whatever, say anything. But it's not all about scenes like that. In real life, you might have to be the one that is sort of going out on a limb and bringing the type of love and situation that you want into your life. Your final card, your Destiny card, we'll pull that now. Interesting, because I keep pulling similar cards for different signs this month, so there definitely are some trends in February. But for you, the friendship card has to do with how this will open up opportunities for you, because it was in the Destiny point of view. So the biggest opportunities in love, life, and work are going to happen through your network, your personal network, your work network, and more than anything, and I worked in a big corporation once upon a time, relationships are what matter. Being able to pick up the phone and knowing that the other person understands you, or that you have their back, or vice versa. This is what it's all about at the end of the day. Friendships will outlast love relationships and actually contain an element of love, of unconditional love. And I really think that that's what your sign needs more of this month, is the friendship. Note that those friends are going to expect and hope that you can understand their point of view. The more you can relate to other people, the more that you can stop projecting and start receiving and start perceiving what's going on around you. Almost as if you had, there's a Roman god Janus that we were talking about in January, but I'm almost seeing like four faces. If you could see in every direction, all the cardinal directions, that's sort of what I'm hoping that you can achieve this month. Seeing past, present, future, north, south, east, and west, up and down, knowing that it's not just about you and your goals, it's going to help, and then your friends are going to be able to help you out as well. This is actually why we seek relationships. It's the ability to have other people reflect, mirror, and experience life with us. Otherwise, it is a very isolated experience. So family is going to be important for you this month, if I'm going to pull in that friendship card and look at the Ten of Pentacles slightly differently. And through that extension, through that extended family, you're going to be able to find more love, more friendship opportunities. Forgive yourself for whatever you needed to do, because I am getting a sense of loss of a compromise, and it's not the end of the world. This wasn't really about winning or losing. It was about life experiences that you gathered. And once you realize that, all of these painful memories here in the Nine of Swords will cease to exist. You're you're basically the one that's putting them there. Finally, knowing that you're worth whatever you're really seeking in your life. Friendship, fame, comfort, happiness. Really, the universe wants us to have all of these things. God and the universe want us to have that. But the more you can see things from other people's point of view, the better, the more easily you're going to be able to navigate all of the sort of political structures and challenges that get thrown in your way. But money and contracts and work and school all should be good and favorable around the second week. So enjoy that. Hopefully this was a helpful reading for you. If you ever want to have more of a one-on-one forecast, I do offer those. I'm currently scheduling about a month in advance, so feel free to look at my website. I'll post a link in the corner and you can book ahead for that. In the interim, feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or subscribe to my newsletter. I'll make sure to put all of those links here. Those are the easiest ways for you to basically know the minute I post a video or what's going on with career and other things that are going on with me. So it's a great way to keep in touch. Finally, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate that you guys tune in every month. You've got a lot of choices here online, and the fact that you decide to come here and that you've been really supportive, it means a lot and it makes it fun. And I hope this really is something that's not just enlightening, but also gives you hope and gives you what you need for that month to sort of get a leg up. That's my goal. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Sat Nam, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.